Hi, my name is Ilnas. I'm music producer, also known as a Cramp, and here is my story. Literally, my single RU116 that was released in 2011 changed my life before and after. Back to 2008, I have started producing my music under Cramp alias, and that time I broke my leg and the only thing I could do was producing music. My first single was called Deadline, and I was planning to release it on Anjunabeats Conspiracy recording. But on the planned release date, nothing happened, and I asked John what's going on. And he said, mate, Anjunabeats wants this track. Are you okay with that? I said, oh man, I'm 100% okay with that. So that's how I started working with Anjunabeats family. Till 2010 I was producing tracks which were released on different labels, and one day I did collaboration with UK-based producer Edu, and we created Silver Sand, which was released on Anjunabeats. It also included great remix by Daniel Candy. In the beginning of 2011 in February I produced a track with the working title No Title, so actually it was RU116. RU116 is actually the local area code of place where I was living. I sent track to Anjunabeats and it took for a while before it reached Above and Beyond because they were working on album. On March I got a contract and it was a short time. I got feedback from John regarding the track and I did some changes on that track. So Above and Beyond played RU116 as ID on State of Trance 500 in Netherlands, and the audience support was incredible. There were some rumors on Anjunabeats forum as well. People were guessing whose was played on Above and Beyond set. When track was out, it got huge support from many artists and it reached third position on Beatport, even it was played on a TV series called Skins, which I was never seen before. This track opened the door for me. I started DJing, met great people I would never imagine to meet in my life, like Paul van Dyk, Armin van Buuren, Ferry Corsten, Marcus Schultz, Gareth Emery, Max Graham, Ruben de Ronde, and many others. Unfortunately, I haven't met Above and Beyond in person, but I think it's just a matter of time. In August 2020, there was a discussion on Twitter regarding classic tracks of 2011, and John was supposed to play some old classics tunes of that period online. At some point I mentioned RU116, which was released already 10 years ago, and Gareth Jones, Anjunabeats A&R, contacted me and asked if I would love to do the updated version of the track. I agreed, and the next challenge was, where is my original project? I used to work in Logic Pro back in the days, and now I'm fully switched to Ableton. So I decided to went through my cloud archive and found the project. And if you're producing music, there's a first rule: always do the backups. The problem with old project was that many of the plugins were outdated and project was not fully working as expected. At some point I recalled that I did stems of that project that saved my time. So this is the second rule: always do the project stems. I took some MIDI from original track, vocal and atmosphere stems, some old bass line, and started new project in Ableton. I decided to make this version different in terms of the bassline sound, drums and track structure, but I also wanted to keep the old vibe of the main leads. As for the bassline, I use Get Low by David Seven Skies with great bassline patches. Thank you, Dave, by the way. I did mix it with old bassline stem, which was actually built using Arturia Mini V plugin and Discovery Pro. But this plugin didn't work for me now. Original synth stems were mixed with original Silent 1 patch I used for that synth. Original lead sound was consists of 3 layers of different VST plugins like Gladiator, Discovery Pro and Silent 1. In this new mix I used chops taken from original vocal stems which were actually created using Contact library called Voices of Syria, processed with guitar rig with Pulsar Alpha effect. It did that wow effect for the vocal. I tried to keep old vibes in the track with a modern bassline punching into your face and with atmosphere of classic sounds. I hope you will like the 2020 mix, and I'm really glad to be back to Anjunabeats family. Stay tuned and new tunes are coming.